Hi, my name is Keirra Ward.
I'm Sakaya.
I'm Demetria.
I'm Billy.
I'm Nia. The abstract. The study conducted below was based upon two research questions listed as follows. What patterns of diversity occur and where are the birds of prey headed? To conduct this research, we used data from the Hawks Count website and the research site of Corpus Christi, Texas. After research, we found that the most birds of prey diversity occurred in October, and that the birds of prey migrated to Texas, which is one of the states that do not get as cold as more northern states in the winter. With more research, we found out that similar species of birds tended to migrate to the same areas. We knew that birds do migrate in colder months, but to where was unclear. Knowing what patterns occur and where the birds of prey are headed is important. We would know how the migratory birds affect the ecosystem. We learned what birds of prey consume as food and how the relationship might impact the prey. We predict that during the winter months, the birds of prey will migrate to escape a cold climate. We also predict that the birds of prey are migrating for more food sources and nesting areas to mate.
So our study took place at the Corpus Christi Hawk Watch in the state of Texas, and we wanted to know where the hawks were migrating to, so we examined the counts and abundance of migratory birds. We analyzed the count data collected on the hawkwatch.org site during the fall season of 2020 and collected data and placed them in tables in a master spreadsheet in Excel. We compiled the count data to analyze the trends in graph form and tables to assess the statistical significance of each species of raptorial bird present. Our equations that we had used were the Simpson's index, the Shannon-Weiner index, the Jacquard and Sorensen equations, and these were to measure species diversity. We used tables to calculate the correlation coefficient of variation in species and the prey abundance correlation, also in Excel. This is a visual representation of our methodology.
So this table represents the frequency of occurrence of birds of prey species in Corpus Christi, Texas for fall of 2020. And as you can see, in September has the most species richness, as well as the most species abundance. This graph shows the monthly comparison of species abundance for the fall of 2020 for Corpus Christi, Texas. There are similarity and differences between the different months, as well as the different species of birds. The broad-winged hawk has many individuals in September, but few individuals in August, which, as you can see, the orange line represents September, and August is blue, but it's right down here. This graph is a multi-level donut chart comparing the species abundance of richness across the fall of 2020 at Corpus Christi, Texas. The sampling occurred at Corpus Christi, Texas over a period of 4 months with 107 sample days. The Mississippi kite was observed in August, which is the inner ring, but absent in November, which is the outer ring. The broad-winged kite dominated September, which is the second inner ring. The turkey vulture dominated November again, which is the outer ring, and they both dominated the abundance for October, which is the second most outer ring.
Some things that we took away from our research is that October is where the most species diversity occurred. The most species richness was observed in the month of September, and the most species richness was also observed in the month of September.
After analyzing results, it's evident that species abundance was highest in the fall, and it's likely that this migration occurred as a result of necessities that were regarding adequate prey that the birds would need around these times. And there were trends in the low abundances, such as November being a low abundance period of time because of Texas weather changing during the period of time, making it less desirable for the birds. We also see this trend in August as species abundance was low. And as stated previously, there was high species richness in the fall months with a difference in abundance depending on species such as the Mississippi kite was observed in August, but not in September, showing a difference. And with all of the data gathered, it is evident that the weather highly impacted the migration patterns of these species.